Welcome back, ladies and gents. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Osamake. So, in the last episode, we have Momo formally joining the group. Well, she's not quite in the Gunjo Alliance yet, but she probably will be in these next few episodes or whatnot. I mean, at the very least, she's joining the same school, so we can expect to see more of her and her interactions with the rest of the group, right? Which is something I'm really looking forward to because, hey, I'm watching this for the Romcom. I want to see the girls fighting each other, and trying to one-up each other in various different ways, right? That's the whole point of these harem rom-com series, right? Or at least for this one, because that's how this one is constructed, and that's what I have been told the series is. So, now that they're all here, the stage is set, now we can start, going through this kind of stuff. It seems that from the end of last episode, there's first going to be some development between Kuro and Haru, and, well, let's just jump into it and see what's up. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah. So last episode she was found out that... I just want to go back to how we were. What is so effing hard about saying, you know, sure. Okay. Karakura. Oh. Yeah. Momoiro Clover Z. How many of you guys get that reference? Anyways, I mean, I don't think we're supposed to dive so much into this, but you know, the Black Ships refers to Admiral Puri opening up the country of Japan by sailing into the Bay of Tokyo, or was it Kyoto? With all the American ships and whatnot. The Black Ships. And then the Clover Z thing is a reference to a famous Japanese idol group, Momoiro Clover Z, which incidentally is my favorite idol group, so you can guess that I'm really pleased by this. They're very unknown outside of Japan, though. Even though they are, like, literally, they've been the top 3, top 5 idol groups in Japan for the last 10 years or so. Actually, 10 years is kind of stretching it. Maybe last 7 or 8 years. Last 8 years. I mean, I said before, right? Her name has Kuro in it, and, you know, from stuff that I've read before I even watched this series, she has what is called, you know, the Black Heart, or Hatakuro. Which is basically, how can I put it? She likes to play these mind games a bit more, if you will. It's really hard to translate into English, so, yeah. Basically, Kuro's personality. Alright. This is like... Right. So now we're gonna get into the sort of Kaguya-sama sort of. Oh. You know, I want to make them apologize first, or something of that sort. Oh. It's the sisters, eh? Why do you care about this? Like I said, that is the only character who has sort of like a god's eye view of everything. I wonder if Momo's gonna work with him in the future. Yeah. Yay! Oh, next week? Oh yeah, she's joined the Jungo Dome. Oof. How many unofficial members are there? Asage Reina. Oh, okay. The clunker, the top star. Disappointing. I'm sure they'll add members in the future, though. Half the free. Connections and Okinawa. Yeah, he is the son about. Shoot a music video. Wow. And they're like, us guys, we stand together. And it's just probably better suited to the swimsuit route. No. And then anonymous vote. So this is how, you know, This is how the mind games begin, right? This is funny. I would bet it was Kuro that voted yes. Damn, they're really... Take them along? Yeah. You're being awfully... Oh? So does Mako have something? With Tetsuhiko? Ah. I wonder how old their grades are. Yeah, okay. I absolutely love it when Momo just acts like nothing happened with her smile. She did that back in an episode. Yeah, it doesn't work with you, Haru. Oh, further driving the wedge. So awkward she put down the camera. Huh. For what? Oh, okay. I have to say this one is also pretty cute. Out of the three sisters. Yeah, this one is also pretty cute. I do think that she fits the little sister archetype a little bit more than Momo though. Momo's more of the kind of the type that's always up to some mischief. I absolutely love how she just nonchalantly said, "Oh, I just forced my way in with money." Right, since this is a harem rom-com, I wouldn't be too surprised if Kuro's three sisters are all part of this as well. Although obviously the main three will still be Kuro, Shiro, and Momo. So don't. Yeah, so don't interfere. I think that's the response everybody has. Well, Haru is definitely a bit more on one side of the spectrum, but Kuro, eh. That is some good advice. Romance grows during travel. No, she is surprisingly very level-headed. Well, in all honesty, the ones with... Okay. Oh? Really? Damn, make this guy the main character! He's got a much more interesting life here. And then... Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Wow, talk about low budget, holy shit. Oh, that's Maria's sister, right? It's funny, I later learned that she's being voiced by Takahashi Minami, who incidentally is doing a program together with... Oh, look how cute she is! Look at Maria's. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we already saw evidence of that back in episode 4. Alright. Well, at least we're getting to the rom-com parts. Anyways, see you guys after this. Well, alright guys, so as expected, this is where the actual catfighting is going to start. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still feel like everything that happens here is ridiculous. The characters definitely don't really act how normal people would react and all that, but still, it is quite a funny and interesting situation here, right? How they get into all this banter and whatnot. And I gotta say, the entire way that the Ultramarine Alliance Gunjotome is actually set up is really brilliant, right? You have, you know, Tetsuhiko, like I've said numerous times, he is definitely the only one with a god's eye view of everything that's happening here. He's the one with the brains, let's just say. And, you know, I love how the entire thing is set up, right? You can actually have all the different members propose, but then you have to vote on it unanimously, and then you also have veto rights as well. You know, really bringing some sort of, you know, some sort of politics into the situation as well. You know, politics, we always think of it as something on a grander level, right? On a nation-state level and so on and so forth. But even here, especially with this kind of interpersonal relationship and whatnot, you know, we already saw a little bit of that within this very first proposal, right? With Shiro and Kuro going at it due to, you know, the inherent information discrepancy that results from this system here. And because of this, we get into all of these situations which are very, very, let's just say that fireworks can go off at any moment, right? Explosions are going to happen at any moment. So yeah, I definitely am enjoying this. I still feel like the entire situation, particularly between Haru and Kuro, was just absolutely ridiculous, but you know, whatever, right? Obviously, they need to have some sort of artificial barrier to their romance. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a series. They just get together and this whole thing will be over. As it stands right now, you know, we still don't really know who's going to be the one winning at the very end, right? But you know, it does I do feel that this is still mostly Kuro's race to lose out of all things. So I don't know. We'll have to see about the entire situation. And as far as I know, even the original, the original doesn't really have a perceived ending as of yet, right? They all still have equal chances here. So I mean, we can just enjoy the ride here, and that's really, from the moment I knew of this series, I've been told or I've heard that this is really a series you watch because of the mind games that they play with each other, all the tricks and so on and so forth, all the banter that goes back and forth between them, and we see a little glimpse of that here, right? So hopefully we can we can push out the first 6 episodes behind us, and in these situations, as ridiculous as they may be, at least we can hope for an entertaining, some entertaining fights and entertaining banter, right? And I have to say, though, like, my absolute favorite moment from this episode was still from Momo, when she was being all like, huh, what are you talking about? I just got in here through money and influence. Why do you ask, right? This sort of, I don't know how to describe this in English. Basically this, like naturally a natural ditz in a way, but in a very how can I put this? In a very aggressive way, or heck, not even aggressive, but in just the entire way that she acts nonchalant about the entire situation, and then later on tries to plays it off by acting cute and all that. I gotta say, like, that to me instantly raised my love for her by so many levels, just by that one scene. I loved it. So, yeah. Anyways, I am definitely looking forward to see how they go up against each other, and it seems that we're having a cooking war first, which is also quite, no, I also find that to be quite ironic as well, because the seiyuu behind the person playing Momo is actually also stars in 2 other animes that feature food fights. In fact, one of them is called Food Wars, and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's kind of beyond the point. Like I said, it's really hard for me to take out the seiyus from this particular anime, just because I know, like, every single one behind these, at least the main characters. So I definitely get a bigger kick out of all that. But still. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than whatever the hell happened in the last episode and some of the other things that happened. So we got a system in place now. We're seeing the first actual implementation of the system and what can result from it. Is Shiro going to gain some ground here? I'd say probably not, right? I think the way that this series is going to go forward, probably all of the 3 main girls are going to try and, get on the same level, right? One goes a little bit too forward, the other 2 are going to have to find a way to catch up, or maybe this one will kind of drop back as well. Like, certainly the situation currently between Kuro and Haru here is indicative of that. Even though she was supposed to be completely in the lead from the start, she's now since dropped back a little bit, and the other 2 are gradually rising, right? We gotta have this balance here, just as Tetsuhiko said. We gotta have the balance here, otherwise the Ultramarine Alliance would end, and the anime, the work would end as well. So, that's it for now. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.